Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in Tay Ninh province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, on February 14, 2022, preschool, kindergarten, primary school, and junior high schools in the province welcome students back to school directly after a long time of online learning to prevent the COVID-19 pandemic. To ensure the safety of students, the Department of Education and Training organized special teams to check epidemic prevention before and after welcoming students back to school.
The inspection team of the Department of Education and Training have visited school units in the province to inspect the teaching, learning, and prevention of the COVID-19 pandemic. Through the inspection, the schools have all performed well. The general cleaning of the schools and classrooms, disinfecting, preparing adequate facilities and medical equipment, developing teaching plans, ensuring conditions are all ready to welcome the pupils and the students. In particular, schools have actively deployed guiding documents on pandemic prevention and control at all levels to all officials, employees, students, pupils, and parents through communication means such as email, inbox, Chau group, Facebook, etc. On the first day of school, more than 8,000 of 5-year-old children returned to school in the whole province. For primary and sixth grades at the lower secondary level, nearly 95,000 pupils returned to school, and currently from elementary to high school, the work of welcoming pupils back to school has been completed. Particularly in preschool and kindergarten, only 5-year-old children go back to school, and as noted, preschools and kindergartens have well implemented pandemic prevention for the children in accordance with the regulations. In addition, schools also allow parents to make the medical declarations, make commitments on the prevention of COVID-19 pandemic. In the coming time, the whole education sector will continue to do well in teaching and preventing the COVID-19 pandemic. At the same time, continue to promote propaganda so that the parents can feel secure about taking their children to school.
In the morning of February 14, the Party Committee, People Council, People Committee, Vietnam Farmland Wrong Committee of Hoa Thanh Thao held a ceremony at Kim Quang Resistance Base Area at the foot of Baden Mountain located at Ninh Ward, Tay Ninh City. Attending the ceremony was Permanent Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee Phạm Hùng Thái, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng. In the solemn atmosphere of the meeting, leaders and delegates respectfully led wreaths and offered incense to commemorate the heroes and martyrs who fought and sacrificed to make Kim Quang history, contributing to the cross-national liberation. At the ceremony, the delegate reviewed the fighting tradition at Holy See District Party Committee in the past, now Hoa Thanh Thao Party Committee, where a large number of Cao Dai people live. This is an annual traditional activity of the Party Committee and people of Hoa Thanh Thao to commemorate, honor, and be grateful to compatriots, comrades, and soldiers who have heroically sacrificed for the fatherland.
And in order to encourage and help the party members to enlist in the army in 2022, on the morning of February the 14th, at the military command of Tân Chau District, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Cường, Secretary of the Tân Chau District Party Committee, attended and handed out saving books to members who were party members enlisted in the army in 2022. Here, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Cường gave 2 saving books, each worth about 20 million Vietnam dong to 2 party members who were recruited for military service. Phan Hữu Nhân, living in Tân Hòa commune, and party member Lê Thanh Tú, living in Tân Thành commune. It is known that in 2022, Tân Chau District is assigned the target of recruiting and calling for 195 citizens to join the army, and will assign troops to the following units: the 5th Infantry Division with 65 young people, the 174th Infantry Regiment belonging to the 92 Youth Provincial Military Command, and the 180 Girls Battalion Military Division No. 7 with 3 young people, and Provincial Police with about 35 young people.
Last year, aquaculture area and production in Tay Ninh were lower than the same period last year, but catches increased thanks to the province's investment in maintaining fish stocking seed to Giao Tiếng Lake to regenerate aquatic resources. In 2021, the area of aquaculture in Tay Ninh province reached 600 hectares, equaling 99% of the same period last year. Total aquaculture production in the province reached 11,400 tons, equaling 95% over the same period. Although the area and output of aquaculture were lower than the same period last year, the production of coarse fish increased. In 2021, the fishery production reached 2,230 tons, an increase of nearly 6% over the same period. The increase in fish production is due to Tay Ninh province investing 100 million Vietnam dong per year to release fledglings in Dao Tiếng Lake. Last year, Tay Ninh Provincial Animals Herbivores and Veterinary Brain released more than 544,600 fingerlings into Dao Tiếng Lake to regenerate aquatic resources. In order to prevent fish exploitation during the stocking of fingerling, the Tay Ninh Province Regional Authority organized 4 trips to check the fishing situation at Dao Tiếng Lake to protect the shore of newly released fingerling. In addition, relevant provincial and local authorities should strengthen propaganda for people not to use banned fishing gear for fishing, because it will lead to the risk of extinction of existing aquatic resources.
And in the morning of February 11 of 2022, the group of social opinion collaborators in Bến Cầu district held a short meeting in Long Phuoc commune. The delegation visited household living in the residential area adjacent to Long Phuoc commune, giving 10 gifts to the poor and studious students in Long Phuoc commune. Its gift includes necessities, notebooks, and 100,000 cards. The total value of the gifts is about 5 million Vietnam dong, and funding is supported by a group of social opinion collaborators in Bến Cầu district. Mr. Phạm Trung Kiên, director of HS Tourist Tourism Company, Long Phuoc Commune People's Committee. At the same time, the group of social opinion collaborators in Bến Cầu district came to burn incense and visit the monument to the youth volunteers martyrs in Long Phuoc Commune.
Ladies and gentlemen, information from Industrial Park, export processing zones of Tay Ninh. Most of the local workers have quickly returned to work after Tết holiday. Businesses are also trying to restore production after a year of too many difficulties due to the COVID-19 pandemic. However, businesses are still short of workers in October 2021, when Tay Ninh took measures to restore production, and that situation has persisted until now. According to a report by the Management Board of the Economic Zones, right after the Lunar New Year, businesses have welcomed workers back to work soon. Most businesses in the province have tried to take care of the lines of workers during the Tết holiday, thereby creating a bond between workers and businesses. As of February 10, 2022, 221 businesses have resumed operation with more than 116,000 employees returned to work. Compared with the number of employees before Tết, the rate is over 96%. The remaining employees who have quit their jobs or returned to their hometown have not returned to work. The number of foreign workers returning to work also reached the rate of over 93%. Very favorably, we resource treatment, thus bonus. During the social distance, we work 3 on the spot. After that, I go back to work from the first Monday of the week until now. Because I miss work, I miss my brothers in the company. I'm about to have a family. I can take care of my family with this income, from 7 million to 40 million per month. I returned to work from February 8. I have worked for the company since 2015. The company has good incentive for annual holidays. Welcome back to work is very happy. No longer thinking about it anymore. I'm relating to work for the company to develop wealth. In Trảng Bàng Industrial Park, businesses are trying to bring production activity back to the scale before the COVID-19 pandemic. After the difficult year due to the epidemic, the market is recovering with many optimistic signals. Businesses in the Industrial Park have received many orders again. Up to the present time, a number of enterprises have entered the production expansion staff. The more they need to recruit more workers. However, at this time, Additional labor is still a difficult problem for industrial park. In order to assist enterprise in finding labor sources, the Economic Zones Authority has surveyed the recruitment needs of enterprise in industrial zone and economic zones, whereby in the first quarter of 2022, the recruitment demand of enterprise is very large. Recruitment demand for unskilled workers over 22,000 people, in which food and industrial park has large recruitment demand nearly 13,500 people. Drama Industrial Park need to recruit nearly 4,500 people. Thanthangkom Industrial Park need to recruit nearly 3,000 people. Other industrial zones in the province need to recruit from 400 to less than 1,000 people. Industrial zones also have the need to recruit thousands of skilled workers, trained workers with intermediate, college and university degrees. Currently, there are about 240 workers, short of 150 workers in the immediate future. The first epidemic situation, so workers from all the province do not return to Tay Ninh. In addition, companies and businesses are recruiting, so it's not easy to recruit at this time. We recruit through announcements, job placement website, on social network and through referral from insider. Chau Industrial Park also lacks skilled labor, including skilled and unskilled labor. However, they also make a lot of effort to partially overcome. For Chau Industrial Park, Bohong company is the largest company. The number of employees account for more than 9% of the total number of employees in Chau Industrial Park, while they're missing somewhere around 5%. But for the two smaller enterprises, Golden Peak LLC and Hurfan Limited Liability Company, we face more difficulties. The shortage of labor is about 30 to 40%. Unemployed workers have a lot of opportunity to choose jobs with good remuneration. To overcome difficulties caused by labor short staff, the Economic Zones Management Board will coordinate with the Department of Labor, Environment and Social Affairs and the Provincial Youth Union to capture the labor supply to connect with business and continue to connect the recruitment and training of students in occupations suitable to the recruitment needs of enterprise. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.